Hi guys, it's Lynn here. I hope you're having a brilliant day. Now today guys, I'm very happy to be sowing some Setiechinopsis mirabilis seeds. And these amazing seeds have come from a very kind friend here called MacLeod. And MacLeod watches my videos. I said, hi Lynn, I've got some Setiechinopsis mirabilis seeds. And I wonder if you'd be interested in sowing them. And I was like, oh, I would love to. So he sent me these seeds and I'm very excited to be sowing them. Now, we have a couple of Setiechinopsis mirabilis already that we bought, I think it was probably last year from, I think it was Cactus Plants. They're only about probably a couple of inches high at the moment. They're only small, still at the seedling stage. And hopefully we'll get flowers this year. But I've never grown it from seed. And very excited about this. Hans has actually, when he lived in Sweden, he had an amazing Setiechinopsis mirabilis with the most beautiful flower on it. And I'm going to link his lovely flower video at the end of this video so you can see what this beautiful plant, cactus, looks like in flower. Sadly, he lost the plant to a very bad case of spider mite when he was living in Sweden. So we've now got a couple more now here, which we're happy about, and very excited that we've got it from seed. So thank you again, MacLeod, for your very kind, generous offer. And it's going to be very good fun to sow these seeds. Now, I've already made a video on how to grow cactus from seed, and I explained the whole procedure on how I grow cactus from seeds. Many different methods. Some growers use lots of different ways, but I like to use the baggy method, and I like to sterilise the soil in the microwave first, because this helps to minimalise the chances of fungal attacks and things like that. Nothing's guaranteed, but it does help. Then I let the soil, once it's been heated, sort of cooked in other words, and sterilised, I let the soil then cool down. Then I put it into the pot, and then I thoroughly water the soil in the pot. So it's watered first before I put the seeds on. Because if I put the seeds on and then water, in my experience in the past, years ago when I was first getting into sowing seed, the seeds were supposed to come over the top of the pot. And anyway, it's just much easier to have the soil wet first and sprinkle the seeds on. They stick better to the soil and everything like that. But I explained the whole procedure in the How to Grow Cacti from Seeds video. So if you haven't seen that video and you want to know how I grow cacti from seeds and how you can if you've never done before, do check that video out. Links up above and also at the end of this video too on the end screens. So here we go, guys. This is what we've got. These are the lovely little Setiechinopsis seeds there. Very excited to get sowing these. This is the little baggie I'm going to be putting the little pot with the seeds in once I've sown them. Then I leave them then in the baggies. Once they've germinated, I'll leave them in there for as long as they really have to, till they have to come out. If by chance they come down with fungus or anything like that, then I will have to take them out of the bag a bit earlier than normal. But all being well, I keep them in there. And then when they're large enough and actually all sort of touching each other or touching the bag, then I'll take them out. And then when I do take these out of this bag, because this stays sealed for a minimum of 3 months or as long as it needs, then I will slowly then open the bag over a period of about a week. I wouldn't just open the bag or get them out of the bag, because the shock in the humidity levels from 100% humidity in here, which young seedlings do sort of benefit from, and then putting it straight out into the complete normal dry atmosphere of a house, or even outdoors, even be a lot drier than in the bag, it can cause them to go brown and scabby and sometimes rot. The reason why I like to keep them in the bags, especially when they are young, is because it does help to minimalise the chance of, well, it completely stops the chance of fungus gnats and spider mite, because they can't get into the bags. And it's impossible for them to get in. Obviously, once you've took them out of the bags, you've got the chance of it like you have when they're normally, but they're much bigger at that point and more able to resist bugs at that stage. Fungus gnats, them annoying flies, absolutely love young seedlings, and they will eat the roots. And this is why sometimes you'll see seedlings that you've sown just suddenly pop out with no roots on. You go, what's happened to the roots? That's often the case. It's fungus gnats. Since I like to make my own cactus soil of a loam and sand and grit, I don't have the problem with fungus gnats. So it seems to be more of a peat-based soil thing. If I ever do get fungus gnats, I usually do treat it with neem oil, horticultural neem oil, which I water into the soil, and that sort of kills them off. And I've made a video on that, on using neem oil to get rid of bugs in the soil, which I'll also link that video at the end of this one, should this happen to your seedlings or any of your plants in the future. It works very well. But as I say, loam-based soil, 3 equal parts, loam, sharp horticultural sand and grit works really well. But I explain all of that in the how to grow cacti from seed video. So please do check that out if you want to know how to grow cacti from seed. And if you just want to know the method I use and why I love the baggies so much. So let's get going then, guys. These are the seeds, and as I say, I've thoroughly watered the soil. Thoroughly watered the soil first, as it's easier then to put the seeds onto. Now it's important that you use absolutely clean hands, and depending on how fine the seeds are, these are quite fine, but they're big enough for me to see. So I'm just going to be sprinkling these onto the top with my hands. But if you've got some cactus seed, can be just like pepper, it's so fine. I probably would recommend then using a piece of card, folding it in half and then sprinkling it down that way. But I explain that also in my how to grow cacti from seed video. So in this case, I'm going to actually use this to sprinkle them on. Possibly my hands, I may just use this because they're not sticky seeds or anything, so no problem there. And you want to make sure, obviously, that you just sort of distribute them fairly evenly around there. Don't just empty them all in the middle or anything like that. It's impossible to completely get them all separated, but it's easy enough if you can see the seeds, as in this case I can. And then what I'm going to be doing then is this. There's one little seed that got away there. Yes. Using a very clean spoon here. Gently pressing it down there, just so that the seeds are completely in contact with the soil. That's all I need to do. And then I'm going to use another little spray just to make sure that the seeds are being thoroughly soaked. Here. Again, with clean water. And a little seed there that got away, trying to get away. So there we go. And then let's push that aside so you can see what I'm doing here. That's in there. And then, obviously when you sterilise the soil, the time it takes then to get them into the bags and everything, there's a chance again that fungus can still attack. But it really does minimalise it in my experience, and that's why I like to do it. So there we go. And I've labelled it, obviously, Setiechinopsis mirabilis. From Michaelis in Cyprus. So again, thank you so much, Michaelis, for these lovely seeds. And I've done the date, sown February 2020, and I will do an update when they germinate. So guys, thank you so much for watching and all your support. And if you haven't done already, do click that notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe first, obviously. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye.